Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to more Kid Icarus Uprising. In the last episode, we showed off the vault, which was very exciting. Very. But in this episode, we're going to show off how to play and hopefully the AR card battle as well. Really the last two things I need to show off of all the little extra goodies we can do. Because everyone wanted to see how to play. It's supposed to be pretty funny, has some pretty good references. So I figure we'll end the project by learning how to play. As you can see, it takes about 13 minutes to get through all of them, and I figured, give you guys a chance to show off the dialogue. So it's movie time. We're gonna do view all so we can see them all then, and we'll just go from there. So sit back, relax.
Help you get prepared for the battles ahead.
It's time to listen to talking.
I'm honored to be at your service, Lady Palatina.
Hello.
But before we get started, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
And what's that?
Who is this Icarus character this game is named after? Can I meet him?
Interesting.
Actually, no. But let's not worry about that.
No, I want to know.
What happened to Icarus?
Let's just focus on you right now.
Trollolo, not even explaining it. Not even explaining
This
it.
game has 3 basic controls. Move with the circle pad. Shoot with the L
I'm pretty
button,
sure this is the one that they showed us way back at the beginning of the game.
and aim with the touch screen.
We already know all this, obviously.
And that's it.
Move. Shoot. And aim? How do I do that?
You aim your
Pit, you're
weapon
not
by
very good at
using
this.
the touch screen to target enemies. Get them lined up in your reticle, then press the L button to shoot. Those are the basics. I'll go into more detail later.
So, just going through all these because it's kind of some interesting dialogue.
Our goal is to stop Medusa and the Underworld Army.
And
Oh,
Hades.
jeez. She was a huge pain 25 years ago. That was only in 2 dimensions.
Oh man.
Even so, we can't ignore those who threaten the Earth and the heavens. We are here, in Skyworld.
Well, we kind of get a little
The
interesting
Underworld Army is wreaking
talk of the
havoc on
lore.
Earth.
Yes, but don't worry. I have created gates that can take you near our targets. However, we should discuss your flying issue.
I know, I can't fly. Don't remind me.
Oh, no need to get upset. You see, I'll be granting you the power of flight.
What's that?
It'll keep you airborne, although only for about 5 minutes at a time.
That's amazing.
And become a major plot point in certain cases.
Exceed 5 minutes, and your wings will catch fire and burn off.
Yeah, we kind of saw that happen.
Not amazing.
To keep this from happening, I control your flight path.
Fine by me. That lets me focus on attacking and dodging.
When the power of flight runs out, you'll have to fight on foot. While on the ground, your job is to seek out the boss and defeat it.
Can't you just fly
Oh,
me over
Twin
to the
Bellas.
boss?
Sure, if you don't mind your wings on fire.
I mind.
Pretty shoddy
Also,
excuse,
as
but
you make
that's
your
just
way
how it
forward,
works.
Wipe out as many enemies as you can.
That's kind of why there wasn't a land battle in Chapter 22 of Dark Pit,
Each
though.
of your missions begins with an air battle.
Well, not all of them.
Knowing that enemies can fly and I can't hurts even more than their attacks.
Oh,
Moving
Pit.
right along,
Like a flying thing does.
So
you
bitter.
use the same 3 controls in the air: moving, shooting, and aiming.
Move with the circle pad. And aim the reticle using the touchscreen.
You move and aim at the same time. What do you think? Can you handle it?
I think I handled
Of
it.
course I can handle it.
Anyway, try using the circle pad to glide around in a loop. Moving even a little makes you harder to hit.
That's pretty much what I did all game.
Let's talk land battles, Pit.
Let's.
This area looks like a dead end.
Try facing left. To do this, you slide the stylus to the left on the touchscreen.
Whoa!
You can also use the touchscreen to spin your view around.
So I can quickly change the way I'm facing by flicking the stylus.
And you can tap the touchscreen to stop.
Huh. It's like spinning a globe and stopping it with your finger.
People say the controls in this game are bad. I kind of
To
disagree.
change the direction you're facing.
And then I can slide the circle pad forward to move in that direction.
Right. Speaking of moving, you know how to dash, don't you?
Nope.
Quickly flick the circle pad in any
Nope.
direction to dash that way. Hold it to run.
That move feels so familiar.
I think they used it in that one series, Super Bash Sisters.
You mean Super Smash Brothers?
I don't think it was that.
It's definitely that.
You'll get winded if
Little
you run for
reference
too
there.
long. So mind your stamina.
Guess I can't just run past all the enemies. Darn you, balanced gameplay.
Darn you, balanced gameplay. This does have some pretty good lines. I don't think I've ever watched
You
this
can
fully.
perform almost all of your attacks using the L button.
That's easy enough.
Yes, but there are many different ways to attack. First, let's talk ranged attacks.
I'm listening.
You have two general types of ranged attacks, charged shots and continuous fire. Hold down the L button for continuous fire.
Yes, I don't have to press it over and over.
If you don't shoot for a while, your reticle will change shape. When that happens, you can press the L button for a charged shot.
They're accurate and pack a punch.
Now, combine charged shots and continuous fire with forward, side, and backward dashes.
Whoa, that's a lot of possible ranged attacks.
8 different ranged attacks, to be precise.
No way.
It's pretty cool.
The punishing force of the forward dash charge shot, the evasive power of the side dash charge shot, the unique strike of the backward dash charge shot.
I think I need a strategy guide.
Just be patient, you'll get the hang of it. Also, when you get close to an enemy, press the L button for a melee attack.
Close in on it and strike.
When using melee attacks, try tapping the L button repeatedly. This will let you perform melee combos.
Prepare for a beatdown, baddies!
My, aren't we manly?
Hey, thanks.
Oh, and don't forget melee dash attacks. They're also quite powerful.
So yeah, basic combat. It's kind of funny that we do it at the end of the
Remember that
project.
the best defense is not getting hit at all.
Agreed. If I take too much damage, I'm finished.
A good basic strategy is to move left and right while facing enemies.
I see. It helps me avoid direct attacks.
But the best way to avoid attacks is to dodge.
Which we've done plenty
When
of
an
in this
enemy's
project,
attack gets
kind of.
close, quickly flick the circle pad to dash.
Ooh, smooth.
You can wait until just the last second and then dash out of harm's way. That said, you'll want to use your dodges strategically.
What do you mean?
Dodging repeatedly without any breaks makes it more difficult to dodge.
Huh,
While we're
so
at
don't
it,
consecutive
let's
dodge, I
talk about
guess.
some other techniques. Do a dash around by keeping the reticle fixed on an enemy and dashing left or right.
Then I can attack from behind.
Pretty
In
much.
air battles, if you don't shoot for a bit, you'll enter a gliding stance.
It's harder to hit me, and I'm building up charge shots.
If you flick the circle pad left to right, or vice versa, you'll spin and avoid attacks.
So I'll lure
Not that
homing
they
shots
really did
from
that
one way,
often.
Then fake them out and zoom the other way.
Remember, Pit, you won't be fighting alone out there.
You're going to send me a machine gun robot girlfriend?
Yeah!
No, I'll be guiding you on your journey.
That's manager speak for fighting alone.
Anyway, let me explain powers to you.
Sounds wicked.
You'll notice icons like these in the lower left corner of the touchscreen.
Okay.
You can use these in battle for different effects. Just tap the icon with the stylus.
Cool. Now that's power.
That's
I
some more ones we
created a
didn't
wide
see.
array of powers for you, Pit.
How do I know which ones to use?
You can equip powers when prepping for battle, so try out different configurations. However, you'll have to take into account a power piece's size and shape.
Power pieces, huh? Cool. Looks like all that Dr. Mario's about to pay off.
Arrange
Reference.
the power pieces as you like, then tap autofill, and I'll fill in the gaps for you. Once you're in a level, you can select and use powers with the plus control pad.
So I'll press left or right on the plus control pad to choose a power.
Mega
And
laser.
down to use it.
Fireworks! The useless one.
Whenever you defeat enemies, you receive hearts.
Then I can redeem the hearts with you for weapons, right? Hey, I guess hearts are a lot like money.
Well, they both make the world go round.
That was a slightly delayed conversation.
Anyway, you're probably wondering how you can get even more hearts.
More
Gosh,
hearts!
that's exactly what I was wondering.
It's
And
like
you
a.
want me to tell you.
This is just like a
2 for
cheesy.
2.
Before a battle, add hearts
Sales
to the
ad.
Fiend's Cauldron to increase the battle's intensity. Of course, this will make enemies much harder to handle.
I don't get it. Why would I spend hearts to make battles harder?
Because with greater challenge comes greater reward. You won't earn many hearts if you always play it safe.
That's a good life lesson, too.
The higher you raise the intensity, the more hearts you can earn.
That's a lot more
And
hearts.
that's not all. You'll also earn better weapons on higher intensities.
What a dilemma.
It's a pretty darn
But
good
if
weapon.
you're defeated, hearts will spill out from the Fiend's Cauldron. You'll lose those hearts forever, although the intensity will lower a bit.
Oh, I see. So I should try to strike a balance.
The more hearts left in the cauldron, the stronger the weapons you've acquired will be.
So to get stronger weapons, I have to bet more hearts and avoid spilling them.
Pretty much.
Of course, you can always lower a chapter's intensity if you're having trouble. Just keep in mind that this also costs hearts.
The road to riches is paved with careful choices.
So is the road to stronger weapons. Challenge yourself, but don't overdo it.
Pretty much how it works. So we've seen a lot of that throughout our playthrough.
There are 9 different types of weapons you can use.
When you say types, you mean like blades and staffs, right?
Exactly, but even within a given type, there's a huge variety of weapons.
So many ways to beat down enemies. It's beautiful.
Lots of different
Also,
weapons.
2 versions of the same weapon will often have different properties.
How is that possible?
For example, 2 first blades could each have different weapon modifiers.
So every weapon
there's
can
the
be
big difference
completely
there.
unique. But what do I have to do to get stronger versions of weapons?
Well, the first way you already know about, playing on harder difficulties. The second way is weapon fusion.
Which we did plenty of that, well,
Cool.
off screen for the most part.
Weapon fusion is combining 2 weapons to create an entirely different new weapon. Some of the old weapons modifiers will carry over to the new one. There are also the weapon gems you can receive from Streetpass. You
Yeah,
can
we didn't
use
really get
these
to talk
as
about
well.
these as much, but you can Street Pass to get weapon
Using
gems of
Streetpass
weapons.
to get weapon gems sounds pretty sweet to me.
So, go to PAX East, basically, because I
You
got
can
like
even
50 of those
convert
there.
unwanted weapons and weapon gems into hearts. You can also always buy weapons from me. The more you spend, the better the weapon.
I'd better start saving hearts
Why don't you
now,
just give
huh?
us those weapons? We're
That
saving
would
the
be
world
wise.
for you. Rude. Rude. Rude.
There are a variety of control styles, so choose the one that suits you best. One control scheme, for example, doesn't use the touchscreen at all.
Wait a second. How does that work?
If you tap the R button, you can swing the camera behind you. Slide the circle pad while holding down the R button to move the reticle.
That sounds like it takes dexterity.
You can also go into options and further customize your controls. From here, you can invert vertical controls and change what individual buttons do. You can even set controls for left-handed play.
Oh, so move with the A, B, X, and Y buttons and hold the stylus in my left hand.
Lefties who want to use the circle pad can also use their right thumbs on the touchscreen.
Yeah, this game isn't very lefty friendly, but I like
Light
the
versus
touchscreen
dark
controls. I'm
is
happy with the controls the way
Skywarp's
they are.
mightiest sport. Step forward, brave fighters.
In light versus
We saw that
dark,
not too long
2
ago.
teams of 3 players square off against each other.
Whenever players die, their team's life gauge decreases.
Players can equip any weapon from their collection. But the higher your weapon's value, the more life your team loses when you're defeated.
Definitely a lot.
And when a team's life gauge is totally depleted, I show up.
The last player defeated takes the role of the light or dark angel.
And the first team to take down the opposing team's angel wins.
Sometimes you'll even be rewarded with weapons and powers. Take the weapons you earn here into the battle against the Underworld army.
So is that all of it?
You are now
Oh,
armed
not
with
quite.
the information necessary for battle.
My brain feels bigger already.
So
Brain
with that
age.
out of the way, it's time to take on the Underworld army.
Roger that, Lady Palutena.
So yeah, just figured I'd show off a bit of that dialogue, 'cause it's pretty cool. So, glad I got to show that off to everyone. That's how that works. So the other thing we really need to do is, I'm going to go ahead and show off these AR card battles here. Because, you know, why the heck not? So we activate the thing, and I'm going to need to actually find a place that's actually kind of lit up that I can access from here. Because I think this is kind of too dark. Give me a second. Let me find out a way to do this properly. Hey everyone, so as you can see, I finally found a spot where it's light enough for these AR cards to work. So, these are how they work basically. You know, you throw them on screen. Get my hand. Hello, hand. How's it going? And you can get like 2 on at once, or maybe even 3. Can we get 3 on at once? Let's find out. Let's see if we can get all 3 of these on at one time. We can, so you can have up to 3 on at any given time. So that's kind of cool. I have these 3, and then I'll quickly demonstrate these 3, I guess. Dark Lord Gal, Palutena, and Standard Orbitars. I don't know if these come with the game anymore, but they used to back in the day. It's kind of cool. You get like pit of Standard Orbitars. It's kind of neat. But the cool thing you can do is you can actually face these together like this and have them battle. If Pit will load. Come on, Pit. Come on, Pit. 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 You gonna load? There we go. These air cards can be finicky sometimes. So you go down here and you battle each other. As you can see, you have attack and speed stats and HP. And we'll see who finishes them off first. It's gonna be close. Double kill! Probably designed to do that. It's kind of interesting. So, there's that. Let's throw Standard Orbitar's Pit against a Mono. We'll just do a couple of these battles just to end this video out, and I'll do the closing video next time. So, Standard Orbitar's Pit versus Mono Eye. Mono Eye, you gonna show up here? Oh my goodness. This is getting ridiculous sometimes. Come on. There we go. See, Mono Eye has a lot of speed, but not a lot of HP, so this is gonna be a close one. By 1 HP! Oh, that was close. That was a close one. Alright, let's see. Dark Lord Gal. You know, I'm kind of curious who the bigger bad guy is. Dark Lord Gal versus Medusa. Who would win a fight between these two? Dark Lord Gal has a lot of HP, but Medusa has a lot more attack, but less speed as well. So it's gonna be close. No, Dark Lord Gal just kicking all sorts of butt here. Let's have a battle of the good guy. Actually, let's have a battle of the pits. Now I'm pretty sure Normal Pit's gonna win, but battle of the pits. Then again, Standard Orbitar's Pit has a lot more HP, but a lot less speed. Yeah, by 7. By 7. That's kind of awesome. Alright, let's see. So, Standard Orbitar's Pit, pretty weak. Mono Eye is obviously pretty weak as well. Let's see, battle of the good guys. HP versus speed, really, here. No, Palutena just totally have that one. You know what? Just for funsies, Mono Eye versus Medusa, because I want to see. But it looks like so far Palutena is the strongest of the good cards I have, and Dark Lord Gal is the strongest of the bad ones. Let's see if Mono Eye can beat Medusa. I highly doubt it, but... Wow, it's a double down! That's interesting. So it looks like the two strongest cards I have, though, are Palutena and Dark Lord Gal. So will the good guys win, or the bad guys win? Let's find out. Come on, Palutena. Here we go. This is going to be a close one. I think Dark Lord Gal might win this one here. Yes, Dark Lord Gal! The victor! What happens if we have, like, both of these on and I have, like, another card just over here? Do they show up as well? No. I guess when there's battles, they just sort of do that. And I think it's always the same result, so... Some cards are better than others, I guess. So that's how that mode works. It's pretty cool. Get a little view of my room, I guess. But I can back out of this. So that's how that mode works. It's pretty interesting. It's different. So, figured I'd go ahead and show that off. With that, I think it's a bit too long of a video to turn this to a closing one. So the closing one's going to happen next time. And we'll wrap this project up and start a new one quite soon. But that's really everything I need to show for Kid Icarus Uprising. So, hope you guys have had a good time with this project. I certainly have. And I will certainly get to more of the closing remarks in the next video soon. So, LuckySevenDX signing out. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hey! Coming back here after officially ending the episode, because there is actually one more thing I did want to show off that I haven't really done yet, so I figured I'd throw it in at the end of this extra episode. So, the one thing I haven't really talked about much is Streetpass, as far as I remember. So I figured I'd just go in here and quickly show off the demonstrations. I do this one because this is the one I dumped my Streetpasses from PAX East on accidentally. So, if you ever have Streetpasses, they'll be in this bag down here, which will, you press the bag down there and they'll all dump out. So, there's 3 options you can do with your gems. You can create your own gems to Streetpass. You can choose among your weapons. It will not delete said weapon, but, like, you know, we could throw our massively awesome Pudgy Palm in there, for example, and give that to everyone, because share the wealth, you know. So there's that. You can also take the gems that you have seen before and you can view them. So here's a bunch of the gems I got from PAX East. You can use this button over here. Sure, we'll get rid of this one. You can press Y or flick the gem off the screen to put it in the thing. So you can click this one, press Y, and convert it into gems. So you can do that with your gems. Or you can also, you know, press 1 and convert it into a weapon by paying heart. Or you can convert it into hearts. You can turn gems into weapons by paying an amount. Obviously, the better the weapon, you can check your weapons by X, so you can see how good these weapons are. Obviously, more weapons, as you can see, are worth a lot more money. So, pretty much about the shop prices. However, you can also fuse gems. This will still cost hearts, but you can fuse these gems together in order to get a weapon for a cost that's significantly less than you would have to get it in the shop. So ultimately, fusing Streetpass Gems together to get good weapons is a pretty good way to save money in the long run. So as you can see, as it'll go down, the less valuable the weapons are, but something about the same as before, which was about 25,000, I believe was the cost. No, it's like 50,000 for the cost. This is only like 21,000. So you can get some pretty good weapons for pretty cheap using this Streetpass thing. So keep that in mind. It's kind of a useful thing to do if you have access to Streetpass. You can get some pretty decent weapons that way. Plus, I'm pretty sure Nintendo occasionally sends you Spot Pass gems, or whatever the heck that one's called. So that's how weapon gems work. Wanted to quickly demonstrate that since I still had a little bit of room left in this video. Now I think I officially have everything I need. I think I kind of screwed my audio for a second there. I think I have everything I need for this project, because we've pretty much covered all of these. We've covered everything in here. We've covered everything in here. We've covered everything everywhere. I guess the other thing is practice range you can go to polish your skills. There are actually a few things you can get by going to air battle, for example, and actually comboing people together. As you can see, you can actually go in these practice modes and combo. You get different point values in the lower left there, and you can kind of use that in order to you can build up a combination and get some rewards from the treasure hunts. And you know what? While I'm actually here, one more thing I guess I can quickly show off is the treasure hunt for these modes, and just show how much we've gotten done of all of them. This is what we got done in our main file. Not too bad. I guess I'll quickly go into my actual full file and show what I've gotten in that one, and then I will wrap things up. So this was meant to just show off the Streetpass Gems, and then I was like, oh, and this, because this game has like a gazillion different things you could do. I have a lot more on these ones you can see filled out. So I guess that's as much of this thing. I'm not gonna go through and do all of them, because you do all sorts of ridiculous things like beating things within certain times and doing certain things in certain fights, and it would just be me like going through every battle again, like every chapter again, like another 4 or 5 times, and it's just kind of silly. So we're not really going to deal with that, but that's how that works. So with that, I think we're officially done with the project. I will see you guys next time once again for the closing episode. Bye bye.